Well, I'm only trying to leave things a little better than I found. I hope the world keeps spinning around long after I dead and gone. And we all deserve the good times. Watch cellos turn to goodbyes. Praying we can get it right before we get called on. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we end up in the middle, and we laugh at our own jokes. Sometimes we cry, even though it ain't that bad. And it really ain't that bad most of the time. Well, I really shouldn't wonder if I was a little younger or easier to love. Would I be where I'm trying to go? Or is it right here where I landed? How it's all supposed to happen? Since there's no one around to ask, I guess I'll never really know. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you having an idea when all along you were so sure. Sometimes you cry, even though it ain't that bad. And it really ain't that bad most of the time. Well, my mama says the scars, they're so far from your heart. You're gonna live to see tomorrow and another one more day. And sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you end up in the middle, and all you can do is hope you did it right. But darling, don't be sad, 'cause it really ain't that bad. No, it really ain't that bad most of the time. Okay. Are we going?
Yeah.
Okay. What are we talking about?
Well, I just woke up and you're hungover.
Mm-hmm.
So this is...
Story of my life. Actually, sounds like every day.
It does sound like every day.
Every 2 to 6.
That's where I sat, though, because I was going to wake up way earlier. And then I woke up at 12:30, and I was like, and you were like, I'm going to be late. I was like, okay.
Yay. I woke up early, but I laid in bed until 10. I woke up at like 6:30. I keep my windows open so I wake up with the sun.
No. I go to bed often at 6 in the morning.
Oh my goodness, no. I have to at least take Root Beer for a walk every day, but most days I have to go on a run. Like, I'm not awake. No. Yeah, even if today I just walked. Today we just went on a little 2-mile walk because I can barely move.
Just went on a little 2-mile walk because I can barely move.
2 miles, it's like a stroll. I only burned 200 calories. That's how slow I was going.
How do you know how many calories you burn?
I have an Apple Watch.
Oh, okay.
And it tells me my heart rate. It tells me how many calories I burn.
That's cool.
It tells me if I have a text message. I can even turn my camera on from it.
Wow.
It's very exciting. I want them to get cameras on them, though. But I don't know how that would work.
Then it'd be all like secret agent-y.
It would be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
but there's times
people.
when I'm on a run when I want to take a picture of something, but I don't like bringing my phone because my watch does almost the same thing.
Did you see that Apple's coming out with smart glasses?
No, what are smart glasses?
Do you remember Google Glass?
Yes.
It's like that, but I'm assuming it's going to be better.
Of course it's going to be better. It's Apple, yeah. And it can connect with all the things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're saying, I think I read in an article, 2021 or 2022.
You don't have an iPhone, though.
No.
Would you ever get an iPhone?
I might, now that I already have an Apple computer, and now I have the iPad, and they talk seamlessly. And I don't like iPhones, but I might, just for simplicity.
What don't you like about them? They're superior in every way. 69. Had a couple hours getting older by the minute. Thought I'd kill some time, didn't know I'd see you sitting in a dark room on a bar stool shining like a warm August day. Is there anything that I could do to get your attention? I don't know if it helped, but I thought I would mention I drive a 95 and I'm the singer in a band. Oh, and you must be Melody, 'cause you look like a song I could show you note for note if you would sing along. We might even find a key to sing it in perfect harmony. Get stuck in my head all night long. I couldn't help but notice you were sitting all alone. And I haven't seen you smile once or look up from your phone. Pardon me, I don't believe I felt like this before. So I had to say I couldn't leave until I told you everything, and this is just the start. You must be Melody, 'cause you look like a song I could sing you note for note if you would sing along. We might even find a key to sing it in perfect harmony. Get stuck in my head all night long. I wanna turn you on and turn you up and listen to you again. Again, and again, oh. So baby, turn it on and turn it up, 'cause I don't want it to end. So play it again, and again. Oh, you must be Melody, 'cause you look like a song I could sing you note for note if you would sing along. We might even find the key to sing it in perfect harmony. Get stuck in my head all night long. You must be Melody, 'cause you look like a song I could sing you note for note if you would sing along. We might even find a key to sing it in perfect harmony. Get stuck in my head all night long. Oh boy, I want you stuck in my head all night long.
Speaking of fast food, what was your first concert?
I don't know if this counts because I was like 3.
It counts.
Okay. My mom took me to an Oingo Boingo concert.
That definitely counts.
Yeah. And I fucking love Oingo Boingo.
Yes.
And I bet you nobody knows who Oingo Boingo is.
I love Oingo Boingo.
I fucking love Oingo Boingo.
I don't know all their songs. I know a handful of them.
It's so creepy. Okay, if they put out... They have one song that if they put that out now, they would be like... It would be such like a Me Too thing. That
Little girls.
I love little girls. They make me feel so good. Me and my sister used to love that song when we were little, and now I think about it, it's so fucking creepy.
I'm pretty sure that song is written from the perspective of his dick.
Yeah, I don't know, but
it is
creepy as fuck.
It is. There's another one called Nasty Habits.
Yeah. Yep. He was, and like, have you seen my girlfriend? She lives in a pig pen. Like, oh my God, what is going on in your life, Danny Allman? But I mean, he does write weird as fuck shit. He's got to be like fucked up in the head, I'm sure.
He's like the Tim Burton of music. That's why he scores all his films.
I was going to say, yeah, that is fitting, but it makes me mad that they won't do a reunion show. If they did one reunion show, it would like sell out.
I don't think he can because he's verging on like 100% deafness, isn't he?
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I feel like you can go from memory, like muscle memory. I'm deaf.
I don't think you're Danny Elfman deaf.
No, but I will be.
But
one
also,
day if
like,
I don't wear ears.
I don't know. I feel like he's the kind of dude that's like, that would be horrifying to like risk not being able to
do your job.
Yeah.
But for one show, it'd be worth it. I want fucking Zeppelin to do a concert too. But I don't
know why they haven't.
Because Robert Plant won't do it because he says he can't sing the songs. But then I saw Robert Plant last year at Hardly Strictly Bluegrass Festival, which was really cool because a Broadway fiddler was the fiddle player. And it was so cool seeing her playing with fucking Robert Plant. Isn't that the coolest thing?
That is cool.
I was like with one of my friends from San Diego and we went up to San Francisco to go to this festival. And I'm like, she plays on Broadway. And on the same trip the next morning, we were at breakfast at like 7:30 and some lady at the table next to me taps on my shoulder and goes, "Is this you?" And it's a picture of Mark standing on his bass. And I was like, oh my God, this is the best trip ever. But anyways, Robert Plant did all Zeppelin songs anyways. He didn't do any Band of Joy stuff. So it was like, Robert Plant, what the fuck is your problem? Just go. I mean, it wouldn't be John Bonham, obviously, but it would be his son, which is like the same thing.
Why wouldn't it be John Bonham?
Because he's dead.
I know, I'm just kidding.
I was like, are you serious right now?
Wait, when did this happen?
Wait, I was like, I had to like rack my brain. I'm like, I'm right? He's dead. He died like a long time ago.
That's a Mandela effect. He's still alive.
Yeah. Oh, God. But yeah, so Oingo Boingo.
Right on.
I don't know how that got to the Zeppelin, but
I don't
they need to get
either.
back together.
Oh, right. Yeah. No, I also saw Robert Plant, and that, interestingly, was one of the worst concerts.
Really? Did he play Zeppelin stuff or no? Or did he play Band of Joy stuff?
I don't remember him playing Led Zeppelin stuff. He might have done like Black Dog, but
yeah,
it was me and my dad, and we left early. And my dad is like the biggest Zeppelin fan on the planet, and we looked at each other and we were like, "Do you want to go?"
Maybe
okay.
like that's why he was doing a bunch of Zeppelin stuff, is because his shows were a shit show for a while.
They were, and it was. We saw him at, I'm pretty sure, the Wiltern, and it was the loudest show I've ever. And it wasn't like good loud. It was like,
I know what you're talking about. Unenjoyable.
And it was like, this is chaos loud, and I can't even hear what's happening. So we just left.
There was a Margot Price show that I went to, though. I had seen her at the Ryman, and she was great. And I went to see her at Third Man in the Blue Room. She did like a show for Lightning 100. And her vocals were so fucking loud that I only could stay for 2 songs. It hurt. Like, I might have stayed for a couple more than 2 songs, but I want to say like 15, 20 minutes was the most I could stay. Like, it was piercingly loud in your ears, and her voice is so high. Like, it's just not, music's not good when it's unenjoyable. Like, that's why the Ryman is like one of the best places to see music, because it's like comfortable for your ears. It doesn't hurt, you know?
I've still never been to a show at the Ryman. I've never even been inside the Ryman.
I was before coronavirus. I had been every single month to at least one show from October all the way till March.
Whoa.
I know.
Who's your favorite person you've seen at the Ryman?
Brandi Carlile was fucking amazing, but Rustin Kelly, the energy was really good. Like, it was right after the tornado. And it was like, which is crazy because between the tornado and coronavirus, it feels like that was like not even like a time. It feels like it was like tornado, coronavirus.
Yeah.
But it was after the tornado, and everyone in Nashville, like, spirits were like so community, and being at the Ryman, which is like one of the most iconic places in Nashville.
Yeah.
Like, and it was like, I don't know, it was his first time headlining it, and he sold it out, and I think they might have had to add a second day. I'm not positive. Don't quote me on that. But, yeah, it was just a great show all around. But almost every show I've seen there, Hayes Carl was amazing. And that was opening for Shovels and Rope, which was like, oh my God. Yeah, Brandi Carlile, yeah, just killed it. Oh, Tyler Childers. Jesus, they're all good. Everybody I saw at the Ryman has been incredible.
Fuck, I was going to say something. What was it? Aerosmith was the other worst show I've ever seen.
Aerosmith?
We were so excited, too.
Was that you and your dad, too?
No, that was me, my mom, and Brittany Hauser.
Did you guys at least stay the whole thing? Or
Nope.
No? Oh my God. So what was bad? Were they like off key?
They were hammered. All of them.
Well, isn't Steven Tyler sober now?
I mean, maybe. This is years ago.
Don't mind me eating cheese balls out of my nails.
That's, yeah, as you should be. Have more.
I'm going to as soon as this mic is away from my mouth. I figured that would not be appealing to people listening.
It might be. It might make
What are
you
those
seem
things
relatable.
called? Mukbangs? Where people
Mukbangs?
watch people eat food. And they have the...
Is that like a fetish?
Yeah. And people have like which that sound grosses me out so
It's
bad.
like fetishizing ASMR.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
I don't know. I just learned about it just now.
Oh, no, I don't know what
You don't know what ASMR is?
What is that?
It's when you watch... I love ASMR. You watch you watch videos of people, and they have these mics that are like hyper unbelievably sensitive, and they just like...
Okay, yeah. It is exactly like that.
Or like they'll hold things up to them and like...
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. I didn't know that's what it was called.
Yeah.
Yes. It's exactly like that, but with chomping.
Yeah, and it'll be like a guided meditation sometimes. Be like, close your eyes. I'm brushing your hair. It's like...
That stuff creeps me out so much. I can't even. Do you remember like the first, like, I'm going to say this was like the first Vow video. Of course, it probably was not. But the salad fingers. Spoons. I like spoons. That video creeps me out so much.
What about Charlie the Unicorn? Do you remember Charlie the Unicorn?
I don't know.
Oh, God, that one's so funny. It's like shitty animation. And
Yes.
it's these two...
That was at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Candyman, Charlie. We're on a bridge, Charlie.
It was a weird time for the internet.
It was because no one knew what it, like, how to internet yet. They were just...
Isn't it crazy that we went, this circles back to the phones, but that we went from not having even, like, I remember not having a computer in my house at, like, point. Like, we didn't have a computer in our house until junior high or high school.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember having to go to a friend's house to use a computer, and now we have a computer in our pocket.
Right.
It's so fucking weird, and the internet is, like, in our fucking pockets.
And we use it to argue with strangers. Yeah.
And fact check people.
You know that, like, the people who pioneered the internet and the personal computer, like Bill Gates and Steve Jobs and all these people, and the people that no one's ever heard of or ever will hear about that are responsible for this, when all this was happening and they were inventing all this amazing technology, you know that they were like, we're going to be connected like never before, and it's going to be like a utopia, and we just use it to fucking scream at each other.
Yeah, and look at porn.
And look at, arguments, porn, and politics.
And make porn.
And what?
Make porn now.
Yeah.
That's
what?
like cam girls.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you can use your phone for everything.
There ain't nothing like the view from a bar stool. When you've had a few too many and it hits you, the man that sits to my right thinks that I'm his future wife. There ain't nothing like the view from a bar stool. Well, I ain't quite drunk, I ain't sober. I'm just looking for a place to get hung over. If you play your cards just right, I'll go home with you tonight. But I ain't quite drunk, I ain't sober. Boy, I like warm whiskey, cold beer. I don't know where I am, but I don't want to leave here. I ain't ready to go home, so don't make me drink alone. Boy, I like warm whiskey, cold beer. My drink's getting empty, and the bar's getting full. There's a pair in the corner, and sharks shooting through the lights are dim. Neon signs shine like stars do in the night. When the moon hits your eye, You know there ain't nothing like the view from a bar stool. When last call comes around and it hits you, the man that's sitting to my right thinks he's getting late tonight. There ain't nothing like the view from a bar stool. There ain't nothing like the view from a bar stool.
Speaking of running out of time to do things, what's your greatest fear?
Bridges over water. And that's not all bridges.
It is all bridges. That's the majority of bridges.
Like the Golden Gate Bridge, like really big bridges, because I feel like I don't understand. Like, I don't like them. I just don't like bridges over water. I don't like when you can feel them moving. There's one in Long Beach that's super big that scares me a lot. I can do like Coronado Island doesn't scare me too much, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of bridges.
What is it that you think is gonna, like, what's the fear?
I don't know. It's an irrational fear, but it's a fear. And volcanoes.
I feel like I could see volcanoes.
Volcanoes, I've had a reoccurring dream that Mammoth is going to erupt since I was a little girl, and no one would listen to me.
Is Mammoth a volcano?
Mammoth is a volcano. It's a dormant volcano, but it
Oh.
scares me that one day it's going to erupt.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I go on a snowboarding trip to Mammoth. Well, I haven't gone in a few years, but I used to go on one every year. But it just always has scared me that Mammoth is going to erupt.
Wow. That's a big fear of mine, because I want to eventually try living in Seattle, and that's a fear for me.
Is volcanoes?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a gas shooting, like fire shooting mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not cool. I don't like that.
It's weird, but it is also like very metal.
Have you ever
Something
seen
metal.
Volcano?
The movie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've seen that movie.
Where like a bunch of volcanoes pop out in
Uh-huh.
L.A.
Oh, yeah.
And it's Tommy Lee Jones
Yeah.
trying to not be Tommy Lee Jones.
I really like that movie.
It's
Maybe
a fun
that's where
movie.
my fear started.
Maybe. When did you see it?
When I was little.
Well, there you go.
That might have started from that movie.
L.A. doesn't even have volcanoes.
No, it doesn't. Mammoth is the closest one.
Wow.
Going to Pompeii was kind of scary for me.
That seems like it would be scary. Yeah. I can definitely do earthquakes, but if a volcano started
I can
erupting...
do earthquakes too. I don't know how people say they're scared of earthquakes.
It's-
I know, yeah. Like,
That's an earthquake.
I know. I've been in so many earthquakes in my life.
Yeah.
Slept through some of them.
I have friends here that are like, I would rather deal with tornadoes and
I
earthquakes. And
know.
it's like,
I would rather my house not get ripped off of
yeah,
the
exactly.
ground.
Like a tornado will throw your house at another house. An earthquake might knock a picture off the wall.
Yes.
Like-
Like, I don't, like, maybe old buildings, like, would fall, but that's not the majority of things.
No. Like anything built within the last like 60 years
Yeah.
is fine.
Yeah, no, I don't understand. That's why California is perfect. That's the scariest natural thing that we have.
Other than like potential tsunamis.
Yeah, I don't
Could-
think that's
could-
very common,
could
or
happen.
that's very.
It's not
but
common,
it hasn't happened. There's wildfires.
There are wildfires. California is always on fire.
California is. The hills of Los Angeles are burning.
What song is that?
A Bad Religion song.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's funny because every time it's on fire, the news gets to out here, and all my friends are like, "Oh my God, did you hear about California? It's on fire!" And I'm like, "When's it
It's
not been on fire?"
Every September, it's on fire.
It's been on fire every day that I've been alive.
Yeah, I lived in a hotel for almost a year because my mom's roof burned off in the Grand Prix fire.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
It burned down our stables and it burned like part of the roof. And yeah, we'd just moved into that house and had to live in a residence inn for 10 months or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, it was an
That's a lot.
interesting time. Living in a hotel was fun though.
It seems like it'd be fun.
It was so fun.
It would I would think that it would feel like way more luxurious than it is.
Yeah. Oh no, it felt super fun for me and my sister because we were little, but like my brother and my mom were like, my brother was like 16, so he ended up like after a month staying with my grandparents because
Sure.
it was too much to share like a little. It was like a suite. Have you ever been to a Residence Inn?
No.
They're more like there's like a little room and then there's like a loft in them. In a lot of them, they're like pretty big.
Is it like a timeshare kind of?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
But they're just like a bigger hotel room. But it was an interesting time.
Did they like clean the rooms and fold the toilet paper into like triangles?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
That's what was cool, is like having a housekeeper when you're like every day when you're like a little kid. We had Christmas there.
That's
we
cool.
like rode our bikes down the stairs like in the hotel. Like,
That's
yeah.
great. Did you ever get in trouble? Like with the hotel people?
yeah, we got in trouble for like going to the pool without like supervision and like shit like
that's
that. That
lame.
was like, you know, we were like I think 12, which I think is like old enough to go by yourself, but not technically like the rules like 14 or something.
How are they gonna know?
I don't know.
You don't have an ID when you're
My
12.
sister's littler than me.
Oh, which one, Bree?
Yeah, she's my only sister.
Oh,
Unless you count my brother.
yeah. No, I do. What's his name?
Scott.
Scott, your sister.
Yeah, my sister Scott.
Your sister. Yeah, there you go.
Sister Scott.
New song. What do you think is like a really underrated band or album or song or anything under that umbrella?
Yeah, I think that Blind Melon is one of the most underrated bands. I think that they, like, obviously No Rain is an amazing song, but it's not really a proper representation of what they were as a band. It's a good pop song, which happens to bands all the time, is their pop songs just become the popular one because of, like, kind of like Rise Against, like, Swing Life Away. It was, like, so mellow, and they're, like,
Yeah.
a post-hardcore band.
Yeah, exactly.
Which that's a great band, too. But Blind Melon really is more reminiscent of, like, rock, like Zeppelin and bands of that vein.
I would
and
never have expected
you
that.
would never expect that, and, like, shreddy guitar solos, and Homeboy's voice is just phenomenal, and you know, it's one of those bands that got cut short from drugs, like most bands. But I think that if they had more time and, like, got another single, then I think that they could have had a bigger career.
It's kind of like if you listen through a Sugar Ray album, it's like 90% new metal.
Yeah, Sugar Ray's another really weird one. None of their hits are that, though.
Yeah,
like,
and then their hits are like these like goofy
beachy,
beach songs.
What's Homeboy's name?
I forget.
Mark McGrath? Is that the...
No, that's
that's the other band.
No, isn't that a baseball player?
No, that's Mark McGuire.
Oh.
Come on, Kevin. I thought I knew less about sports than anybody. Sports.
Well, you got the touch of a ghost, and I've been drinking. And the Lord only knows where you've been sleeping. But I'm getting blisters from carrying your soul, keeping up with the devil's put years on my bones, and I'm tired. Yes, I'm finally tired, 'cause the time passes so there's nothing to say. That damn 101 has been backed up for days. I just want to leave and get out of this place. There's nowhere to go, and I'm high anyway. Yeah, silent, other than the sirens that are making me deaf. And you tell me you love me, but you can't hear a damn thing I've said. And there ain't enough whiskey to make this alright, or to drown out the places that you go, the nights when you're gone. And I'm all alone when the town passes slow, and there's nothing to say. That damn 65 has been backed up for days. I just want to leave and get out of this place. There's nowhere to go, and I'm high anyway.
town passes slow. When you're high every day, town passes slow, and there's nothing to say. That damn 65 has been back to the days. I just wanna leave and get out of this place. There's nowhere to go, and I'm high anyway, and there's nothing to say. Town passes slow, and there's nothing to say. As in town passes slow, when you're high every day, when you're high every day.
All right, do we have any more questions?
I think I'll just go to the last one.
Okay.
Which is, what's the worst possible piece of advice that you could give to yourself at any point in your
All
life?
of the advice I give myself is the worst, but the worst advice I could give myself is to hold on to anything longer than it should be, whether it's business, relationships, contracts, whether it's love relationships, friendships, jobs. Hold on to anything thinking that it's going to get better and like that it gets better with time, because if it doesn't feel right in the beginning, it's probably not right.
Yeah.
That's it.
That is very bad advice.
It's very bad advice. Just hold on. It'll get better.
Nothing ever gets better.
Nothing ever gets better. Things that suck just suck. Oh, yeah. Things that suck just suck. But it's hard to take that advice because people are creatures of comfort.
It's true. And habit.
And habit. Habit is the thing. That's why old habits die hard. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Everything is fine. That'll be the name of this episode.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
Everything is fine. Most of the time.
Cool.
Cool.